Right, going live now.
Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, welcome everyone to the next judges panel, where we will determine the third member of the jury of your peers that will crown one of you the ultimate gold medalist. All right, but before we get to today's festivities, we have a little thing called the challenge results that we want to get to. Does anybody feel super confident? You think that you may have won this comp? You want to own up to that? Oh, Juan thinks Juan may have won. All right.
Yeah, no.
Well, let's find out who has the challenge results. Let's give it away.
I guess I'll go ahead and do them.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna go in alphabetical order and reveal everybody's times, and then let y'all know the winner after that. Okay, so starting with Andrew, we have a time of 20 minutes 23 seconds. Austin is 16 minutes 20 seconds. Jacob is 21 minutes 26 seconds. Jess is 35 minutes 42 seconds. Josh did not finish. Juan is 40 minutes 50 seconds. Nova is 30 minutes 53 seconds. Renique is 15 minutes 8 seconds. Sanam is 14 minutes 13 seconds. Scott is 22 minutes 57 seconds. And Tyler N is 11 minutes 33 seconds, which means Tyler N has one individual immunity.
Tyler in safe again. So you've won redemption. You came in, you were safe the first round of live night. Walk us through? What are you feeling right now, knowing that you are safe?
First, this is my first individual immunity. I was a mathlete, and so I'm very proud of myself. Uh, to be good at addition through division. But I think for me, like the past couple of rounds have been a little uncertain for me of just like, is everyone being really honest with me that they were happy that I was back? I think there was like a nagging anxiety there. So tonight just like gives me more time to have the conversations that I need to have with people to make sure that like, you know, everyone is being honest with me about like me being back and I'm able to feel that out. So
All right. Well, you'll certainly survive tonight. One, when you don't know who is about to win immunity, and then the results are revealed, the hope is, right, that it wasn't somebody that was a target anyway. Do you think that Tyler N was on the chopping block, or is there a plan that's still able to be followed through with?
I don't think Tyler N was on chopping block. I I didn't hear anything about Tyler N. I barely heard anything about anybody. But like when it comes to like a tribal like this where you don't know, I mean, I think the more you think about trying to figure out who it is, just stress it just add more stress to it, you know? So like I don't know. It's how much you want to stress yourself. If you keep thinking like, oh, but if this person's wins, then we're gonna have to do this, then we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna have to do this, and you know, it's just a lot. So I don't like being stressed, so I don't think about it like that. But yeah, it's tough because anybody here could win any challenge. So
Denson, last round, you caught a stray vote, preventing what could have been a very fun tie vote. What was that like?
I didn't care. Uh, yeah, everyone came out and oh, I can't believe you caught a rogue vote, and I gave him the same response. Like sometimes people just do things, but the person that voted for me let me know afterwards, which was nice. But that's I'm glad I was able to get my first vote against out of the way last night, so that in the event votes more often, I can start wearing my vote out hat to tribal, which is why I'm wearing this hat. So yeah, it didn't matter to me, but I also understood in the grand scheme of things, it could potentially matter. I went to my prod chat and said, hey, I caught my first vote one round before I planned on it. So I wouldn't be shocked if I caught more tonight.
No, but last night's vote was very close. There's been a lot of talks about sides and this, that, or the other. What is the ramifications of a vote that's that close? Are we seeing another close vote, or are we gonna see one group start to catch momentum?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I've heard very little today to the point that it's scary. But I definitely think that groups are forming and that they can break just as easily as they form. And honestly, it's hard to know what's going on. But yeah, that vote being so close, it's scary. And I'm not completely sure exactly what it means for the future.
Scott, you've been very open about not being quite sure what is going on. Do you still feel the same way? You still don't know what's going on, or have you come into here with a plan?
We'll find out, but I will tell you this. I was informed today that there was, in fact, a side, and all of our suspicions about sides the last few rounds were true because somebody from that side told me straight up. So I think we're getting to that point where, like, there are few enough of us, like, we can't hide anymore. Whatever's happening is got to shift. It's got to change. And, like, is this going to be it? I don't know. What? What?
Oh, sorry.
I was like, what? But I mean, knowing that might change things, it might not change things. Like, who knows? You know, it's like if they say, hey, you got an inoperable situation, like, you know it, but does that mean you can do anything about it? So we shall see.
All right, Jacob, Scott is pointing out that the sides have been revealed. So when you hear that the sides have been revealed, does that cause concern for you, or do you feel like, you know, it's all right, let these sides be revealed? Jacob.
I thought I pressed the unmute button. Apparently I didn't. That's a really interesting question. Like, usually I go on rambles, I go on tangents about something maybe not even related to it, but I think it's more nuanced than that. I think that there's still I still feel like I'm looking at 11 different people with 11 different things within their best interests. And like I said a couple tribals ago, something that makes sense for one person may not make sense for anybody else except for that person. So I think the game doesn't change fundamentally, but it does stifle the types of conversations you can have, not only with people, but whom you can have certain conversations with. Because if there's this perception that it's side versus side, some people may not really talk to certain individuals from the opposing side from themselves because, like, that's just a waste of my time. So that's going to make these next couple rounds more awkward than we've already mentioned prior tribals. Things are already being awkward, being more quiet than people have mentioned in past tribals that things are quiet. So I don't know.
So, Austin, being on a side is great for a game that, you know, the 4, 5, or 6 people may have the ability to win, but only one of you is going to be crowned the winner of Kaleidoscope All-Stars Olympic Games, and only one of you is walking away with $300. So is it, you know, does it question, like, all right, where do I fit in if I am on this side?
I mean, there's sides, there's groups. Everyone knows it. People have been voting together this whole fucking time. Like, everyone said, let's be fluid. No one's been fluid. Like, it's just not happened, any vote. So, like, you want us to think that the numbers are on your side, but, like, what's going to come down is one side's going to get a bunch of people out, and then maybe when there's 1 or 2 left, they'll start flipping on their own. We see it happen 9 out of 10 games. It is all-stars. People know what they need to do and what they don't, so the cards fall where they may.
Josh, can you sense when people are feeling comfortable and confident versus when people are feeling frustrated and nervous?
I mean, sure. Like, for example, like last round, like when Alex went home, like that was kind of a hit to my game. And like, so now I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable just because I wasn't super around today. So like not many people, I don't really know too much what's going on. So Yeah, you can tell when people are comfortable, and I feel like you can tell when people are uneasy, and I'm more on the uneasy side.
Jess, in a game that has had locker rooms and trips to Zoltan and rings to be found and tokens passing all over the place, well, I don't know if you can answer the question or not because you're off camera, but is it surprising that we haven't really seen a whole lot of activity out of those yet?
From like in general or Zoltan specifically?
Yeah, like here in the judges panel where it all like, matters.
I mean, wait, what did you ask? Did you ask why we haven't seen
Is it
anything?
surprising that with all of this going on and this potential that there could be so much out there that we really haven't seen a lot manifest?
I mean, yeah, it's surprising. It's an all-star season and we're at the merge. Like, it's kind of crazy that we haven't seen anything. So yeah, it is surprising.
Sanam, you were vocal at the end of the last Zoom of that you have a half a token. Did somebody get you the other half?
No. Nobody is giving me half their freaking token. So here we are. I'm hoping it's still on that board somewhere, maybe, but nobody gave me their half a token.
Renee, does it bring comfort when people are so open about like, hey, I've got half a token? Like, is that how this has to be played? I mean, the rings have to all come together. So we've got to make trades here and there. Do you think that trades are taking place? People are talking about what they have and, like a trading card game, you got to complete the set. Who's got what?
I'm thinking about my answer today. 1 second. I think people are talking. I know I personally told some people what I have. So it's not like ring wise. So it's not like a surprise. So I'm just hoping, because if I'm doing it, somebody else is doing it. Like there's no way I'm the only person doing that. Other than that, people are talking. You just don't know who they're talking to. That's all.
All right. All right. Now that everybody's been asked an initial question, I would like to open up the floor for a burning desire. Does anybody feel like they have something more they need to get off their chest? Maybe there's somebody that you feel you need to call out or a last chance to defend yourself. All right. Perfect. Well, I am about to go off camera and mute myself. And while I am away, you are not allowed to talk about this vote or the game. I would also like to make special note that the person voted out tonight will be the last person that will have the ability to will anything. So be careful with what you have and what you want to get and make sure you're aware of who you're trading with. All right. I'll be back.
All right, time for shout outs.
Oh, I'm not. I thought I was muted this whole time. I'm not. Shout out to Jackie from Padlock and Montes.
Shout out to Timmy and Kit. Y'all are real ones, keeping me sane.
Shout out to Seb. Shout out to Aaliyah. And I know Mike is going to complain that I didn't give him a shout out the day after his birthday. So happy birthday again, Mike Jones. Happy belated. And happy one for you next year. So you don't have to pester me for whatever game I'm playing during that.
Shout out to my parents. I'm sitting in their driveway and they have my location, but I know if I go in the house, my mom will be mad I'm on the phone. And they haven't come out yet. So
Shout out to Chanel, because she that girl. Shout out to Mucus. Love y'all.
Mon, I think this is the first time you haven't had the outer space background.
Oh, I can get it.
No, you don't. No, it's fine.
No,
Unless you
no.
want to.
Yeah,
okay.
no. Yeah, no.
It's like a white glow.
One said you reminded me.
Yes. Oh, I like this one better, actually.
Well,
Wait,
that's
so
a
now
nice one. I like
So now I have to shout out Chanel from space.
Shout
Yeah.
out. Wait, space doesn't make you talk slower. Shout out to Chanel, Cause she that girl.
Cause she
Well, actually,
that girl,
if we're traveling at the
baby.
speed of light, it
To
would
know that
look solid.
girl.
True.
At least to the observer.
I'll put SSR as my background.
Did you just say you're gonna put the USSR as your background?
No, I'm gonna put Chanel as my background.
Oh,
Not the USSR.
right.
Back in the USSR.
I did this last season, but shout out to my dogs at the crib, aka my podcasts. Appreciate y'all so much.
Dogs at the crib. My cat's in the cradle.
And the silver spoon.
My hot dogs on the rotisserie at the 7-Eleven.
My torpedoes at the Quick Trip. Absolutely.
What's a torpedo?
It's like a taquito.
What's a taquito?
Like a
It's like a burrito.
like but small.
What's a burrito? It's like a
You sound like me asking about every pop culture reference. Shout out to Tyler for that time. I thought I did. I took forever on that video, but I'm thoroughly impressed with everybody's times because I definitely thought I was not going to finish for a fat minute. So well done on that math challenge.
Word. By the time it went to me, I already been beaten. I'm like, what the fuck? There's only two people whose stars were revealed before, but I'm like, damn, I did ass. Fuck.
30 minutes was so good for me, and I was so proud.
Yeah, I was pissed off.
You're lecturing me on the couch. She's like, "This doesn't count as quality time." I was like, "I have to do the challenge before it's due."
Just tell her it's parallel play.
Question: did someone else think it was like you had to type in the number and take you like a minute to think you had to drag? No, just me. I'm the only person who thought, yeah, okay, neat, great.
If,
That's a valid thought,
if it
though.
makes you feel better,
We didn't know
if
the
it makes you feel better, I did it on my phone, and for some reason, when I had the number, it wouldn't fucking scroll up. So literally, I had to put the numbers in the wrong way, like place, just to move them to the
Oh
top.
my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, phone was horrible.
Did you not struggle with the ad if they did it on their phone because it was blocking half the
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah.
I thought that like when it was green, it means it was right. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm whipping through this. And then it was like, oh shit, it's not right.
As you can tell from the back, that's Chanel, my girl.
Come on, Chanel.
Where's
Yes.
my
Oh,
fucking card? Where's my
she's
card?
tall.
I'm just short.
No, are you 5'9"?
Yeah.
That's like almost.
I was also
tall.
leaning. Actually, I don't know. I was drunk. Maybe that's why I'm short. I was drunk in that picture.
Fucking world is 5'9".
Actually,
You don't look
actually,
drunk.
Juan's 8 feet, and that's him sitting down.
He's 6'12".
6 foot tall.
I don't want to go to school tomorrow.
Oh, spring break's over. College kids are back.
Hi, shout out to my friend whose house I did the challenge at. She just texted me, "Let me know what happens with your game. I'm invested now." So I sent her the live.
The
She's
movies
not
are
listening.
back.
Shout out to her for caring about my game. Does anybody else get a tummy ache from nerves when we're waiting for Topher?
When you say tummy ache, do you mean the need to poop?
You summoned him.
I do.
Oh, geez.
All right. I have the votes inside of the judges box. The judges have deliberated and decided, judges of your peers, that is you, your fellow competitors, who is the next to be bested, All right. But before I read the votes, if anybody has a relevance advantage, tarot card, or immunity idol that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
Topher.
Yes, Josh.
I don't really know what's gonna come out tonight. But I'm gonna use my Tower tarot card and just hope for the best.
Josh.
Okay.
Wait, Josh, you're not using it. I'm using my tarot card to block you.
Okay. First, let's go in the order of operations. I have heard both of you. Josh, this is the Tower tarot card. With this card, the person who received the most amount of votes will become safe, and the person with the second highest amount of votes will be eliminated. This is the Death Tarot card that Scott has. Scott's Death Tarot card can stop and prevent and kill any other tarot card being played at the time that it's being played. So therefore, this card does not count. This card counts towards making this card not count, and there is nothing affecting the vote, unless anybody has anything else they want to play.
Keisha's power? No, I'm just kidding. Different game.
Fantastic. All right, we'll get to the votes. First vote. Jacob. 1 vote, Jacob. Jacob. 2 votes, Jacob. Jacob. 3 votes, Jacob. Jacob. 4 votes, Jacob. Austin. 4 votes, Jacob. 1 vote, Austin. Austin. 4 votes, Jacob. 2 votes, Austin. Austin. 4 votes, Jacob. 3 votes, Austin. Austin. 4 votes, Jacob. 4 votes, Austin. We're tied. Austin. 5 votes, Austin. 4 votes, Jacob. The next Olympian competitor to be bested by their opponents and to have been defeated at the Olympic Games, and the third member of our jury is Austin. Austin, that is majority. That is enough.
Thank you all so much for letting me play. I've had so much fun. I adore all of you. It's been a great time. Shout out to my last cigarette finally. I hope all of you play your hearts out because any of you bitches could win. So nothing but love for me. Can't wait to hear you all at the end. Good luck, everybody. You need it.
Thank you, Austin. Austin is the last person, if they have anything to will, to be able to will something. The rest of you must share and intermingle the rings that you have, unless you win immunity. Tyler will get the last clue as he won immunity, but the rest of you will get a ring of your choosing if you win immunity. So, if there is any rings that you so happen to be missing, or you need to collect that, then, get to it. But just know that you will get a ring along with immunity. So immunity may be worth more than just 1 round going forward. And on that note, that's really all I've got for you. So you get 2 days without having to vote somebody out. You're gonna get 2 days to compete in the competition. It's semi-live, so you'll get to schedule that with Rod. You'll need your plate and 6 ping pong balls.
Oh my God.